Alrighty traders, market update time. I also want to share with you something that happened on a coaching call recently that I want to share with you that I think is going to really help you, or I know it's going to really help you with your trading. So let's get into today's market update. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, make sure you grab that trading course on the screen there right now. Make sure you grab that. In the trading course, you can see there is a trading technique that's been working since the 1950s. I even go back to the 1950s to show you it's been working since then. So there's some pretty incredible stuff there with that there, guys. Also, the very first video you get when you actually register is that I'm actually giving away, or you can apply to actually get access to my top $30,000 coaching program for free. And as there's details to it, and you've got to qualify and so on and so forth. But if you're interested in that, guys, I think I've got 3 or 4 spots left open. I'm not exactly sure right now. I was doing 10 spots, but I think there's 3 or 4 left open now to get access to that there. If you're interested in that, guys, very first link in the description, click on that, go over, register, put your email address in, and then the very first video you get, not only will I email you the actual free trading course, you get the free trading course, but the very first video you get will also talk to you more about how you can get access to that. We can get access to my top VIP $30,000 coaching program for free. So go to that right now, guys. And if you are really interested in even getting coaching from me, then you actually want to get access to this. So let's actually start off with the S&P 500, guys, and I want to get into a story a bit after this as well too. So S&P 500 is just still what is this happening right now, guys? So we're still moving to the upside, right? So what is this right now? We're still what? We are still in a downward trend, aren't we? So nothing has really changed here yet. Yesterday's update, I talked about how the market's in a downtrend. So down, across, down, and then back up again, right? So we're actually going through that process now. Right, we're going through that process now of going through a pullback. This could just be a pullback, guys, before what? Before we start to do something like this again. So we don't want to be getting too excited yet about the bull market starting. For me, guys, one of the most important things I've learned over my last 19 years of trading the markets is that I have to just go with what the market's doing, right? You probably know yourself, right? You can think something, but then what the market does can be the completely opposite. So the number one thing for me is to focus on what the market is doing. Right now, the market is doing just a pullback because we are in a high. All right, we have a high up here. We have another overall lower high through here, right? And as you can see, it's come down through there. Nice little breaking down through there, as you can see. And we now come down, come back up. So there could be a good probability, guys, that we actually get another lower high. And I'll be looking for the Fibonacci level from this high here. There, that's a good Fibonacci tool, isn't it? Check out that Fibonacci tool, right? From that point there to that point there, right? So as you can see where we are, right? Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look what happened today. Complete rejection of the 50% Fibonacci level. What comes next? Hey, that should be the thumbnail and the title of the video. Complete rejection of the Fibonacci level. What comes next? So that's what's happening there. Now, the big key for me, guys, for me to start turning bullish. Now, guys, I'm talking about short-term technical analysis here, right? And this is not long-term picture and so on and so forth. This is just, hey, look what the charts are telling us right now. Let's go with that, okay? Right now, guys, for me, the way if we do start for some reason start to blow through here and then blow through there, right? It just starts to do something like that. If indeed we do get something like that over the next couple of days, then guess what? No, this is not a pullback, and now it's going to be creating more of a what? V bottom. Then we'll probably what? Then we'll probably start to get what? Some form of a pullback, and then away we go again, right? Some form of a pullback, and then away we go again. But right now, guys, one of the most important things is that we need to trade what we see, not what we hope for, right? We can hope. Or not what we think, hope, or fear. I know a lot of people right now are fearful of what's happening around the world with the bombs and the wars and all that sort of stuff happening right now with the attacks. And people are worried about that it's going to crash the stock market, right? It's going to crash. If that was the case, guys, if it was going to happen like that, guess what? We wouldn't be going up for the last couple of days, right? It would have happened. We would have started seeing this. Right, we literally would have been started to see something like that if it was really going to freak the market out. But it hasn't really done that, has it? It's just like, whatever, right? So the the whole bombings and stuff that's happening around the world right now. I know a lot of people think, oh my goodness, the market's going to crash because of that, right? Remember, that's what we think, right? At the start of the year, people think recessions and all this sort of stuff, recession and interest rates and inflation and banking crisis and all that sort of stuff. What did the market do? It went up. Okay. So without trying to make sense of this stuff, we just need to what? Trade what we see, not what we hope for. Okay. So that's the S&P 500. Let's go look at the Nasdaq and see what's happening here. Now the Nasdaq is potentially one of the most bullish ones out of all the indices. The Nasdaq is, even though we're making these lower highs through here, right? So we've got this lower high here. Okay, and we see here we also have this another lower high here as well. Actually, I'll use this one. Yeah, I'll use this. That's actually the Nasdaq 100. This is the composite index. This is the Nasdaq here. All right, I'll just use this one here. It's the same, but different, right? But right now we're getting where are we right now? We're at that level, and where is that level on the Fibonacci level basis? Okay, cool, right? Where are we at? We're at that 50% Fibonacci level there. So notice here what? Complete rejection. This is just a pullback in the markets. Now the thing is, what actually comes next? Because if we do start to, once again, guys, if we do start to do something like this, and then we start to see something like this, then guess what's coming? We're probably going to see a lot more movement on the downside. And then I see if this happens on the Nasdaq or the Nasdaq composite, then I'm actually expecting around a 12,000. I'm actually expecting around a 12,000. If we do get this pattern, right? If we do get this pattern, I'm actually expecting around a 12,000 Nasdaq on that one there. Moving over now through to the Dow Jones. And we can see, once again, guys, what are we? Right, just a bit of a pullback here. Where's the Fibonacci levels once again? Let's have a look at the Fibonacci levels. And we're right at that level there. Almost right at the 50% level, aren't we? Or actually, we're pretty much are. 50%. But notice where we're at right now as well too, right? Fibonacci levels. But then notice how we also have what? See all these levels through here, right? And then even through here. There's a lot of areas of resistance. So what does that tell you? Two scenarios here. This is going to be, right now the trend is down. So I would not want to be trying to fight that on the Dow Jones. Okay. Second thing is, if this is going to be one of those bottoming actions, what are we going to see here? We're going to see something like this, and we're going to see something like that, right? We're going to start to see movement up there. So we can never pick the exact bottom, right? But we can capture the meat and the potatoes of it, right? I always say when the market goes down through here, down, and then we start to see an upward trend through here, and then we might start doing something like that. What we're trying to do, guys, we're trying to get the meat and potatoes, right? We're not trying to get in here, right? Because we don't know when that is, and we're not trying to get in here, right? Or get out there. What we're trying to do is we're trying to pick up the meat and potatoes from here. This gives us a much better probability of actually doing well, right? So for me personally, if that happens, then okay, cool. Now we're getting what? V bottom action. Then the market starts to do something like this, and then we start to see something like that, right? We start to see a really big overall movement to the upside from there. So that's what I'm seeing from there to there. And do we have... Okay, cool. So that's what I'm seeing from there to there. Let's go look at the silver market. Right, so the silver market is what? Silver market is still trending down. We did have this significant level of support. So even if we do get a bit of an up move in silver, it possibly could be very short-lived, guys, because the trend is clearly down here once again. Again, let's go look at the Fibonacci levels to see where we're at. So yeah, so even if we do get like a bit of an up move from here, guys, I wouldn't be too excited for silver, not just yet anyway, because the trend is still down. So I'll be looking for more bearish setups than anything there. And then obviously looking at the gold market as well. So gold, guess what's happening with gold? Gold is completely, look at this here, lower highs down. This is just the pullback, right? And so therefore we're likely to see, it looks like to me, gold is moving up, but it looks like to me that we could actually we could be getting ready for another leg down out of the gold market. Makes sense, guys? So one thing I want to, there's the technical analysis side of things for that there, but I want to share a story with you that I was talking with a coaching call a couple of days ago, and I think it's one of the reasons why people struggle with trading, and it took me a long time, guys. I've been trading the markets for 19 years myself, guys. Next year will be 20 years for me. So I'm coming to you to help you with this story from a 20-year experience here, okay? And that's obviously, again, whenever you go get in that free trading course, the trading course is like literally 19 years of really simplifying the process. As you can see, like, what am I doing here? I'm just looking at the chart, right? So I really simplify the process for you, especially for myself when trading the markets, and that's exactly what you get in the trading course. And obviously, when you become a private client of mine, which I'm giving away for free, and you can apply for that by actually going at the free trading course, you will see that I'm all about just keeping things really simple, right? So, and again, this is coming from the back of me taking a while to really start to really understand this process. So I was doing a coaching call, and she said, "Oh, John, so how often do you trade? Or how often do you trade? Or when do you look at the markets, or something like that?" I'm like, "Well, I'm looking at the market every day." So she goes, "Oh, so you're looking at the market every day?" I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not trading every day." And she goes, "What? Why are you looking at the market if you're not going to take a trade?" I said, because there's going to be sometimes there's going to be many weeks of you showing up and not taking a trade because there is no good setups. Like for me personally, I think there was like 6 weeks this year. This year was about 6 weeks with no trades at all, and then some other good opportunities started to come around, right? So I had a 6-week period with no trades. And I said to her, but my job is I couldn't take anything else because there was just no good opportunities through that time. It was just a very, very quiet time. And then she goes to me, "So what you're telling me is that I got to turn up every day, I got to look at the market every day and not take a trade, and sometimes not even take a trade for a whole week? Is that what you're telling me?" I'm like, "Well, sometimes that's going to happen. Yes, that's the nature of the beast when it comes down to trading." And she goes to me, "Well, what?" She goes to me, "Well, why would I look at the market when I'm not going to take a trade? Or why didn't I just come back in a week's time when I know it's going to be a good trade?" I'm like, "We don't know when it's going to be a trade, right? That's the whole thing." I said, if you want to do this as a profession to actually make money, your job is actually to turn up every day, to be consistent and looking at the markets, but looking for the opportunities, right? Now, when I say opportunities, guys, I was actually talking about this with my clients today, actually. Opportunities is about, for me, guys, when I say an opportunity, in my mind's eye, I have one really specific type of pattern that I'm looking for. That's really it. Just one type of specific pattern that I'm looking for. That when it appears, it gives me a really high probability that we're going to make, that's going to be a successful trade. Very high probability. Now, the thing is that that's in my mind's eye, right? That's in my mind's eye. So when I say opportunities, I'm going to the market looking for that one pattern. Makes sense? So when I say I'm looking for a good opportunity, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just looking for a really good opportunity for me to take. And the opportunity is really what? That one simple pattern. Again, in that free trading course, guys, I teach you I teach you my trading system for free, right? I literally, I think it's the very last video in the free trading course. After you get like the biggest mistakes and the chart reading techniques and some amazing trading analysis, and anyway, a whole bunch of stuff down there. I teach you that for free, right? But looking at the markets, my job as a trader, right, is I'm going there looking for opportunities, and the opportunity is what exactly am I looking for? So for you, I got to ask you, is that, are you going to the market with a specific pattern in mind that you're looking for? Or are you going to the market just saying, "Oh, well, this looks like it's going to go up, so let's go in there"? Or I listened to this guy on YouTube and he said the market's in a downtrend, so I should short the market now. Maybe you listen to me with what I've just said today, okay? The market's in a downtrend and we could actually be getting ready for another leg down. We need to be careful. We need to be aware of that, right? But if you're going to trade based off that, then you shouldn't. You're on the back foot. If I say we're in a downward trend, doesn't mean you just go short, right? You need to have if you look at the way that I trade, I have 4 simple rules. The trend analysis part is rule number 1. I still have rule number 2, 3, and 4 for what we call, and 5, should I say, 5 rules to have what we call an A quality setup. Make sense? So you don't just, the trend's down, let's just go short. Like, no, we still need the precise pattern. We need the precise entry bar or entry candle and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope this really helps you out there, guys. The biggest thing that I was sharing with her is that, one, she actually doesn't want to be consistent in the market. She doesn't want to turn up every day when she's not going to trade. And that's just the nature of the beast. And also, secondly, she doesn't even know what she's actually looking for. And so therefore she's actually lost a lot of money doing that there. So hope this helps you out there today, traders. Once again, I am giving away, actually it was for the first 10, I think I've got about 3 or 4 spots left open, guys, to my top $30,000 coaching program. If you are interested in that, I'm giving away it for free. Yes, there is requirements, there's an application process, all that sort of stuff, but if you're interested in that there, guys, click on the link in the description or go to johnsfreegift.com. One, register for the free trading course. You'll get the free trading course, and the very first video you'll get will talk to you a bit more information about how to qualify for that spot there. Have a great day, guys.